Namo Buddhassa. Welcome all to our current session of Visuddhimagga, where we are learning with Bhante Pinkande Damithasara related to Sīla Niddesa in Sīla Niddesa part of the Visuddhimagga. This is our lecture number 3, and we will be continuing with our Dhamma discourse with Bhante. Bhante Pinkande Damithasara has MA in Buddhist Studies from Kelaniya University in Sri Lanka and Prācīna Pandit degree from Oriental Studies Society of Sri Lanka. That gave him proficiency in Sinhala, Pali and Sanskrit languages. Bhante was topper Pan Sri Lanka for his Royal Pandit degree. Bhante has multiple bachelors and master's degree in various subjects such as Buddhist Studies, Pali Studies, Buddhist Psychology, and counselling. These detailed studies led him to have teaching interests in Pali, Prakrit and Sanskrit Studies, Buddhist Sanskrit, Sanskrit Literature, Oriental Literature and Culture, and Buddhist Studies. Throughout his academics, Bhante has been a topper and been awarded gold medals and kept meritorious academics with multiple publications. He has a long list of publications in the topic of his interests and has been teaching faculty as well at multiple universities and societies where he has studied earlier and has shown meritorious academics. There is a lot to talk about Bhante's achievements. This is just a short synopsis. With much gratitude and happiness, on behalf of all the participants, I welcome Bhante for this Dhamma discourse series on Sīla Niddesa in Visuddhimagga, and request Bhante to please give us Dhamma Desna on today's topic. Venerable Bhante Pinkande Damithasara. Bhante, over to you.
Yes. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. May the triple game bless you, all of you. Once again, we are going to discuss on Visuddhimagga. We were discussing about path of purification. We are willing to achieve that our aim, our ultimate aim, ultimate goal. Our Lord Buddha explained very clearly how to achieve that goal. It is very clearly explained in Pali Canon, Pali Tripitaka. But Venerable Buddha goes trying to summarize and give a concise definition, concise book, as well as he wanted to make a specific book collecting all the details, extracting from Pali Tripitaka, and he made a very outstanding book, that is the Visuddhimagga. For 2 weeks we have discussed the first chapter. In that chapter, the first sub-chapter and sub-session is Nidānādi Katha. Nidānādi Katha means the background of Sīla. before going to start the Sīla Niddesa, Venerable Buddhaghosa wanted to explain the summarize summary of the Visuddhimagga. That's why he named that chapter, sub-chapter as Nidanadi Katha. Let me refresh your memory. Uh, can you see my screen, please? Yes or no? Is that clear? No?
Yes, Bhante, we can see it, Bhante.
Yes. This is what we have discussed in last 2 weeks. We have discussed word by word the Sīle Patithāya Naro Sapañño Chittam Paññañca Bhāvayam Ātāpi Nippako Bhikkhu Soimang Vijate Jattamiti, that Gata, and uh, as well as the all the words, word by word translation. Word by word translation have elaborated here by Venerable Buddhaghosa. Then today we are going to discuss about the main chapter of Visuddhimagga, which is called Sīla Niddesa. Sīla Niddesa. Sīla Niddesa means the part or chapter or session. Niddesa, the session on Sīla, the session on virtue, the session on moral conduct, morality. Sīla is needed, especially without Sīla, without morality, we cannot develop our the path of purification, path to Nibbana. Sīla is the establishment of all those practices. So here Venerable Buddhaghosa started to clarify, elaborate, explain, and make the audience, make the readers understood how to practice Sīla, how to start, and what are the categories of Sīla, and so many things. From Pali, you are little bit familiar to Pali. So now let me start from here. Evam aneka guna sanghāhakena අනේක ගුණ සංග්‍රාහකේන අනේක ගුණ සංග්‍රාහකේන සීල සමාධි පඤ්ඤා මුකේන දේසිතෝපි පණේස විසුද්ධි මග්ගෝ ති සංකේප දේසිතෝ යේව හෝති. Evam, so far means Venerable Buddhaghosa explain a little bit explanation the above subchapter. So far he has explained the brief introduction to the Sīla. It is not that much enough to understand the entire Sīla concept. That's why Venerable Buddha goes started to elaborate much more further. So අනේක ගුණ සංග්‍රහකේන සීල සමාධි පඤ්ඤා මුකේන දේශිතෝපි පනේස විසුද්ධි මග්ගෝ අති සංකේපේව දේශිතෝ හෝති. This path of purification අති සංකේප වශයෙන් in brief, very brief, have explained under the heading of virtue. Under the heading of virtue. Panya, Sīla, Samadhi, Panya. Under the heading of Sīla, as well as concentration, as well as the Panya, wisdom. So, it is that all those three qualities are Aneka Guna Sangaho. The three qualities has various specific another qualities. Aneka Guna. Aneka means not the one, but various. Na eka combined as aneka. So many. A lot of qualities. Sīla has lot of qualities. Concentration, Samadhi has lot of qualities. And Panya has a lot of qualities. That's why here mentioned Aneka Guna Sanggahakena Sīla Samadhi Panya Mukena Desito Panesa Visuddhimagga Atti Sankepo Eva Hoti. But Tasma Nalang Sabbesang Upakarayati Vittaramassa Dassetun Sri Lanka Arabba Idang Panyakammang Hoti. Tasma, so therefore, Nalang Sabbesang Upakarayati. That brief introduction is not enough for as a help for the path of purification. Vittaramassa Dassetun. Vittaramassa Dassetu. To elaborate in detail. Vittaram means in detail. Dassetum Sri Lanka Arabba Idang Panyakammang Hoti. Now Buddha Ghost started to arise or make several questions to elaborate the concept of Sīla, practice of Sīla. Panyakamma means he has created questionnaires to answer himself. What are the questions? There are 8 kind of questions have been mentioned here. First one is King Sīla. Yeah, those are the questions. King Sīla, Enattena Sīla, Kānassa Lakkana Rasapachupatthāna Padatthānāni Himāni Sansam Sīla, Patividang Chietang Sīla, Ochassa Sankileso, King Bodhan. Please remember and keep all those questions in your mind. Is very important up to the end of our chapter, end of our sessions. So at the end of this chapter, Venerable Buddha goes to conclude all those questions. So it's very very management. Like this Visuddhimagga is kind of research of Nibbana, the practice of Nibbana. So questioning and answering himself. So all the 8 questions answered by Venerable Buddha Gosa himself. At the last question is can be come across, can be, it meets at the end of our session, King Vodana. King Vodana. Let I elaborate or explain the meaning first. King Sīlang is the first question. The second is Kenattena Sīla. Third one is Kānassa. There is four words. Lakkana, Rasa, Paccupatthana, Padattana. Lakkana, Rasa, Paccupatthana, Padattana. And Kimani Sansang Sīlam, that is the fourth question. Katividang Chetang Sīlam, fifth one. Pochassa Sankileso, Pochassa Sankileso, the sixth one. King Godana. King Godana is the seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 7 questions. Then, first question is here. Tatridang Visajjanam. Was trying to resolve or solve all the question. And King Sīla. King Sīlanti, the first question. King Sīlanti Pānāti Pātādihi vā Viramantassa Vattapativattang vā Pūrentassa Vattapativattang vā Pūrentassa Chetanādeo Dhamma. Chetanādeo Dhamma Uttang Hetang Patisamvidāya. Yes. Pānāti Pātādihi vā Viramantassa Vattapativattang vā Pūrentassa Chetanādeo Dhamma. King Sīla means what the Sīla is. King Sīla. What the Sīla is. That is the first question we have to know before going to practice Sīla, before going to do something in our life. We must understand what I am going to do and what the meaning of this. Every and each Buddhist context, there are technical terms, so many technical terms. Before going to understand the depth of the concept, we have to, we want to understand the meaning of the word. The meaning of the word. Before going to the elaborate the Paticca, we must understand what the meaning of Paticca and Samutpada, the two words. Likewise, before going to elaborate the depth of Sīla, we must understand what the meaning of the Sīla term. Sīla term. So, here the answer, Pānāti Pātādihi vā Viramantassa Vattapativattang vā Pūrentassa Chetanādeo Dhamma. One who practice the Sīla, one who practice the moral, when the emotions, when the mental concomitants appear in her or his mind, when the person avoid or restrain killing, and Vattapativattanga Purenta, Pānāti Pātādi Viramantassa, there are Pānāti Pāta Adi. Yeah, Adi means there we have to practice 5 precepts, restraining from killing, stealing, sexual misconduct, lying, and taking in intoxication. We have to practice as a 5 precepts. When we avoid all those offense or bad deeds, at that time, kind of emotion, kind of thoughts appear in our mind, pop up in our mind. And Vattapativattanga Pūrentassa. Vatta means the duties. Vatta means devotees. Devotees mean when we uh, practicing, when we are leading to heading to Nibbana, uh, we have to uh, do or perform kind of duties. Uh, it means, for example, when we are living in monastery as in a temple, we have to do the cleaning the compounds, cleaning the body compounds, as well as the uh, purify mm, the compounds of pagodas, uh, as well as we have to support our elder monks, and we have to treat them. And when our noble friends going to when the under the weather, we have to treat them. Those are what the duties. Without fulfilling all those duties, we cannot be practice the Sīla first. Sīla first. If you don't practice the duties, we cannot fulfill the Sīla. That's why the special saying in Buddhism, Vattanna paripurento nasilang paripurati. I suppose you may have heard that stanza. Uh, Vattang na paripurento. Vattang na paripura. One who not doing duties, nasilang paripurati. He uh, is not able to practice the sila. Able to practice the sila. So duties also we must practice. Is the must. Attanna paripurento na silam paripura. Likewise, uh, we must understand the sila is kind of thought when we practicing the duties, when we practicing to avoid the five precepts or any kind of precepts, the thoughts are the sila at that time in this context. In this context. And Buddhang Hetang Patisambhidaya. Venerable Buddha goes uh, taken the uh, quotation or saying from Patisambhidamagga. You know Patisambhidamagga, it is the text of Buddhaka Nikaya. It is said in Patisambhidamagga. Buddhang Hetang Patisambhidaya. King Sīlanti Chetana Sīlang, Chetasikang Sīlang, Sangvara Sīlang, Avitikkamo Sīlang iti. Yes. Here, Venerable Buddha goes divided that Sīla uh, into four groups according to the Patisambhida Magga. Chetana Sīlang is the first one. Chetana Sīla. The second one is Chetasikang Sīla. Third one is Sangvara Sīlang. Fourth one is Avitikkamo Sīla. Avitikkamo Sīla. Chetana Sīla. Tatta Chetana Sīla Nama Pānātipātādihi vā viramantassa Vattapativattang vā pūrentassa Chetana. That statement already we have discussed about. Chetana Sīla Nama Pānātipātādā viramantassa Vattapativattang. It is now it is clear for you. Chetasikang Sīla Nama Pānātipātādi vā viramantassa virati. Chetasika means mental concomitants. But here, the meaning of Chetasika Sila is virati. Virati means avoiding bad actions. පාණාතිපාත විරමන්තස්ස විරති. අපිච චේතනා සීලං නාම පාණාතිපාතාදීහි පජහන්තස්ස පජහන්තස්ස සත්ත කම්මපත චේතනා චේතසිකං සීලං නාම අභිජ්ජං පහාය විගතා විජ්ජේන චේතසා විහරಂತಿ ආදිනා නයේන වුත්තා අනබිජ්ජා අව්‍යාපාද සම්මාදිට්ඨි ධම්මා. Without paying your attention, we cannot understand very clearly this statement. Very hard to understand what the meaning. චේතසිකං නාම චේතසික සීලං නාම සීලං නාම පාණාතිපාතාදි විරමං පජහන්තස්ස සත්ත කම්මපත චේතනා. You know what are the kammapata and kamma action and kammapata. Kammapata is not the action, kammapata is another one. It's going to be going to have repercussion, result. All those kamma, all those actions have not the kind of upcoming results. For example, while you are prepare the tea, or while you are prepare your meal, it is not actually karma that will return as a result of that. It's a general karma. General karma, katatta karma. It's a katatta karma. But karma pata is there are 10 karma patas. Those are called 10 unwholesome activities. Let's say Panatipata, Adinnadana, and Kamesumicchachara. Those 3 are doing as a bodily action, and Musavada, Isunavacha, Parusavacha, Sampappalapa. I think those technical terms are very familiar for you. All those actions will be done verbal. And last 3, Abhijja, Vyapada, Michchaditti. Abhijja, Vyapada will be done by mentally. So here only Satta Kamma Pata. Satta means 7. 7 Kamma Patas have been included in the Chetasika Sīla. What are the 7? The 3 actions doing by physical means the bodily, and 4 actions doing by speech. First 7 is included in Kammapata. Chetasikan Sīlan Nama Abhijjang Pahaya Vigata Vijjena Chetasa Viharatiti Adina Nayena Vutta Anabijja Avyapada Sammaditi Dham. Yes, Chetasikan Sīlan Nama, another explanation. Abhijjang Pahaya. We have to avoid or remove the covetousness, the strong desire, the strong craving. Not the lobha. Lobha is the somewhat the slight desire, but abhijja means a strong desire. Strong desire. Abhijjang Pahaya, we have to avoid or remove, abandon that defilement. And Vigata Vijjena, with non-strong desire, Cetasa viharanti. We can lead without strong desire. Then adina nayena butta. Butta vigata bijja avyapada sammaditi. When you practicing the anabijja, non-strong desire, avyapada, non-ill will, and sammaditi, right view. That is the Chetasikang Sīla. When you practicing all those three, that is the Chetasika Sīla. Then Samvaro Sīlanti Samvaro Sīlanti Samvaro Sīlanti Pancha Videna Samvaro Vedi Tabbo. Pancha Videna Samvaro Vedi Tabbo. Yes. Samvara Sīla can be divided in another fivefold Samvara Sīla. Samvara means restraint, controlling. It can be divided another five. Venerable Buddha Ghosa very clearly uh, made the classification. Pancha Vida means fourfold restraint. What are the fourfold restraint? Here, Pati Mokka Sangvaro, the first one, Pati Mokka Sangvara, and Sati Sangvaro, Jnana Sangvaro, Virya Sangvaroti. All those together, five. Pati Mokka Sangvara first, second one is Sati Sangvara, third one is Jnana Sangvara, fourth one is Khanti Sangvara, last one, and five concept, five things. Fifth one is Virya Sangvara. What is the Patimokka Sangvara? Tatta imina Patimokka Sangvarena upeto hoti samupeto hoti ayang Patimokka Sangvaro. Have you ever heard Patimokka? What is the meaning by Patimokka? Mokka means the emancipation. Mokka, moksha in Sanskrit. Moksha, or in Pali, mokka, sagga mokka. Sagga means heaven, mokka means emancipation, no nibbana. Patimokka means whatever practice leads to the nibbana, whatever restraint leads to the nibbana, that is called Patimokka Sangvara. Sangvara means restraint, no? Control. Tatta imina Patimokka Sangvarena upeto hoti samupeto. It is up to individual as well as when we discuss about the Patimokka from the monk life, not lay life. We have as a higher ordained monk, we have to practice 227 Vinaya rules. Those are Patimokka. The say code of ethics. When when we discuss about the lay life, they also have Patimokka. When the five precepts practice as a heading to Nibbana, that is the Patimokka for your life, lay life. Okay? Then Patimokka Sangvara means whatever precepts you practice, you observe, it leads to Nibbana. That is called Patimokka Sangvara. And second one, the Sati Sangvara. Sati means mindfulness or awareness. Sati Sangvara Rakkati Chaktundriye Sangvarang Apajyati Ayang Sati Sangvaro Nam. Rakkati Chaktundriya. we have to guard our eye faculty, no? Chakundriyam. Indriya means faculty. Chakku means eye. We have to guard or control our eye, as well as not only eye, ear, tongue, ear, as well as our body. Those are five faculties. Prakriti means control or guard. When you control all those faculties, that is called sati sangvara. With mind, without mindfulness, we cannot do it. Mindfulness is needed to control your sense or faculties. Uh, so that's why here mentioned sati sangvara means controlling or guards all those your five faculties. That is sati sangvara. And yani sotani. The second one, third one is jnana sangvara. Jnana sangvara. To explain that sangvara or restraint, that type of restraint, Venerable Buddhaghosa extracted the Gatha from Sutta Nipata. Sutta Nipata in Kuddaka Nipata. Here the Gatha, here the stanza. In that stanza uh, explains what the Jnana Sangvara is. Yani sotani lokasmin tatite sang nivaranang sotanang sangvarang bhumi panyayete pitiyare. Jnana means wisdom or understanding. Jnana means understanding. Let's say understanding or wisdom, intelligence, jnana. Yani sotani lokasmin satite sang nivaranang. Lokasmin, in this world, whatever extreme, whatever streams of defilement. Sota means streams, no? Sota means stream. You know the stream enterer, sotapanna, stream enterer. But here, stream is stream of defilements. Kind of stream is defilements. Stream of defilements. Uh, it flows like a river. It flows to our mind like a river. Uh, the- continuously, it flows to our mind. Yani sotani lokasmi. Sati tesang nimarana. If you have mindfulness, we can make a barrier or guard to him, guard to it. Sati tesang nimarana. Without mindfulness, we cannot stop that flowing. Mindfulness is needed. Sati tesang nimarana. Mindfulness kind of barrier or guard to the stream of defilements. Sotanang sangvarang bhumi. Uh, Lord Buddha says, I advise you to restrain the stream of defilements and panyayete pitiyare. Panyayete pitiyare. Panya or intelligence or wisdom is needed to do that. Without panya, all together, sati and panya all together, then only we can restrain the stream of defilements. That is the jnana sangvara. Jnana sangvara. Jnana sangvara, jnana means, in another words, panya. Panya. Panya ete pitiyare. Ayang jnana sangvara. And by intelligence, we can restrain our actions by intelligence. By intelligence, by mindfulness, and by uh, leading to the Nibbana. Patimokka Sangvara. Patimokka Sangvara, Sati Sangvara, and Jnana Sangvara. The fourth one is here. Pacchaya Patisevanampi Etteva Samodanam Gacchati. Yeah. Yes. Another thing, Pacchaya patisevanampi etteva samodanam gacchanti. Pacchaya means the requisitions, requirements for our life. Pacchaya ahara, or pindapata, chivara, pindapata, senasana, gilanam. All those requisitions for our life. Whatever your lay life or monk couldn't, we need four type of requirements. Major main requirements. Pacce patisevanampi etteva samodanam gacchati. When we consume all uh, four requirements, panya is needed. Jnana is needed when we consume, when we partaking all those requirements. At that time also, jnana sangvara, panya is needed. That is the jnana sangvara. Yo panayam kamo hoti sitassa unha sitassa unhadi unhassadi unnassadina unnassa adi adina nayena agato ayang kanti sangvaro nam ayang kanti sangvaro nam. Yes, then yo panayam kamo hoti sitassa unnassa adina nayena agato ayang kanti sangvaro nam. Yes, if anyone tolerate or patient, sitassa and unnassa. Heat means unna, sita means cold, cool, cool, cool and heat. We have to restrain. We have to patient to be patient uh, in school and as well as the heat. At that time we are uh, practicing the kanti sangwara. Kanti means patient, uh, toleration, tolerance, no? Kanti, kanti sangwarona. And the last one and fifth one, yochayang uppannang kama vitakkang nadivaseti pajahati vinodeti. Uppannang kama vitakkang nadivaseti adinanayena agato ayang viriya sangvaro nama ajiva parisuddhimpi etteva samodanam gacchati. What is the viriya sangvara? Yochayang uppannang kama vitakkang nadivaseti. When you are engaging in the society, um, we society is kind of stubborn, or society always not a good society. We have to meet so many bad association. When we have bad association, um, we have to um, avoid kama vitakka, the thoughts of desire, thought of lust. Uh, Nadivaseti, we have to omit, we have to abandon all those uh, lustful emotions, lustful thoughts. Adina Nayanagato, Virya Sang, without Virya, without energy, without strong mind, we cannot do it. Whatever restraint we are doing by the power of energy, by the power of strength, strong mind, that is called Virya Sangvara, last one. viriya samvara. Ajiva parisuddhimpi etteva samudanam gacchati. Ajiva parisuddhi means the right livelihood. Ajiva, livelihood. We must arrange or manage our life without harming others. Without harming others. Ajiva parisuddhi. Etteva samudanam gacchati. That restrain the right livelihood also combine together with viriya samvara. Viriya samvara. Iti ayang panchavidopi. Iti ayang panchavidopi samvaro. Vyacha papa bhirukanam kulaputtanam. Papa bhirukanam kulaputtanam sampattavattuto virati. Sabbam petam samvara silanti vedi tabbam. Ayang panchavido samvaro. Those are the five kind of samvara sila. First one is Patimokka Sangvara, second one is Sati Sangvara, Jnana Sangvara, Kanti Sangvara, and Virya Sangvara. Then last here, King Seelanti Adina Chetana Seelang, Chetasikan Seelang, Sangvaro Seela. Sangvara Seela is five type of Sangvara Seela, and last one is Avitikkamo Seela. Then the Venerable Buddha goes explain the last one of set of four. Set of four. Here, the Sangvara Sila can be divided into five, and major division is Chetana, Chetasika, Sangvara, and Avitikkam. Avitikkam. Okay, the last one is Yacha, Papa Bhirukanam Kulaputtanam. Papa Bhirukanam Kulaputtanam, Sampattavatuto Virati Sabbam Petam Sangvara Silanti Vedi Tabbam. That's also Sangvara Sila. Papa Bhiruka means if you fearful to do a papa or bad deeds, meritorious deeds, you are known as Papa Bhiruka. We must have that quality. If you are fearful to do that, you never do any kind of papa. Papa Kulaputtana Sampattavatuto Virati. Sabbam Petang Sangvara Silanti, all those can be included in the category of Sangvara Sila. Avitikkamo Silanti Samadinna Silassa Kayika Vachasiko Anatikkamo Idang Tava King Silanti Anhasa Visajjana. Avitikkamo Silanti. Avitikkama means Avitikkama. Kind of transgression. Transgression means to go beyond the limit of what is morally or the legally acceptable. Go beyond Avitikkama. Vitikkama means go beyond. Avitikkama means not going beyond. Avitikkamo silanti samadinna silassa virtue that have been undertaken. Tikkamo silassa samadinna silassa kayika vachasiko anatikkamo. Kayika vachasiko anatikkamo. We do not go beyond the physically, beyond the verbal and the bodily. Kayika vachasika anatikkamo. Idang tava king silanti panhas visajjanam. That is the first question rose by Buddhaghosa, and again he answered that question himself. That's the first question. What the first question? King Sīla. King Sīlam, Tatridam Visajjanam. Up to here, the Venerable Buddhaghosa explained and answered the first question and elaborate what the Sīla is. Now you can understand the vast area of Sīla. Vast area of Sīla. Then how it is large one. How it is larger than we thought. huh? The second question.
Bhante.
Yes.
I see a raised hand, Bhante, so maybe it's on this section. Before we move on, can we take a question?
Okay, okay. You can drop a question. Any question? Who?
Jyoti, yeah.
Jo,
Jyoti, yeah, please
Jyoti.
go ahead
Jyoti.
with your question if you have something on this section right now.
Jyoti.
Miss Jyoti, you have any question? You raise the hand. Okay, Bhante, it looks like must be done by mistake. So please continue, Bhante.
Okay.
Bhante. Continue, Bhante, please.
Okay. Avasesesu. The second question. The second question is Kenattena Siilanti Seelanattena Sīla. Venerable Buddhaghosa wanted to explain in etymological meaning here. Etymological meaning, like here, Venerable Buddhaghosa, kind of grammarian. You know, so, grammarly meaning have been mentioned in this context. Kenattena Sīla. In the what sense? What sense we call Sīla? We uh, understood. We observe the Sīla. What the sense of Sīla? Why we call Sīla? Sīla nattena Sīla. Sīlana means Sīlana. If you observe the seal, observe the any kind of precept, it make our mind cool. Sealana. Sealan. Automatically, knowingly, our mind will be cool. Cool means uh, we don't have ill will, we don't have vyapada at that time, and the ordinary people or general people always uh, burning within, burning uh, inside. But after observing still, uh, deliberately our mind will become cool. huh? So please take my idea. Please get the point and get my idea. Uh, Venerable Buddhaghosa mentioned, if someone don't practice sila, it her or his mind is not cool. It is heat. It's very hot. But if someone practice the sila, his mind is very cool. In that sense, we call the sila the sila as sila. Okay, Kimidang Sīla nang nam. Then Buddha was wanted to explain more. What the Sīla nang? Samadhanang va, as well as the Samadhanang va Kaya Kammadinang Susilya Vasena. Susilya Vasena Avipakinnatati Atto. Avipakinnatati Atto. Upadharanang va Kusalanang Dhammanang උදාහරණං වා කුසලානං ධම්මානං පතිත්ථා වශයෙන් ආධාර භාවෝති අත්තෝ ඒතදේවහි අත්තද්වයං සද්ද ලක්කන විදු අනුජානಂತಿ අඤ්ඤේ පන සිරත්තෝ සීතලත් හෝති ඒවමාදීනාපි නයේනේව චෙත්ත අත්තං වන්නයන්ති. All together we can discuss the um, um, general surface knowledge of this paragraph. Please take surface knowledge of this paragraph. Uh, what the Buddha Ghosa wanted to explain under the second question, Kenatena Silanti. Sila is completely make our mind cool, as well as when we are going to die, the person who not practice the Sila, his mind or her mind is completely complicated, confused mind. The Dussila will cause to have complicated mind, confused mind, confused mind. So, as a result of observing Sila, as a result of as a positive result of the practicing Sila is we can concentrate, we can uh, uh, calm our mind well. It's a benefit of Sila. That's why here mentioned avippakinna. So Sila vasena avippakinnatati atto. And saddalakkana vidu eta deva attadvayang anujananti. Here, saddalakkana vidu means the grammarians. Saddalakkana vidu, grammarians have explained this Sila by the two meanings. Two meanings. Upadharanang va kusalanam dhammanam, as well as the susila vasena avippakinnatati atto. Yes. Kusalanam dhammanam upadharan. Sila is dhareti. Bear all those wholesome activities. Sila bears all those wholesome activities. Without Sila, wholesome activities fallen down. So, in that sense, we have to understand the Sila, Upadharan. And Anyepana, some interpreters explain that Sila at Siratto. Sira means the head, and Sītalatto, the coolness. Sītalatto. Sīlatto, Sītalatto, Sīlattoti, Evamadinapi, Neyattam. Evamadina, Nayenevetta. Nayenevetta, Attang Vannayanti. Some explain another way. It's not necessary for this context. Buddha, Venerable Buddha Ghosa explain and mention another interpretation, others interpretation as well here. So please take the general meaning from this passage Kenattena Silanti, we have the from the coolness, it makes coolness of our mind as well as all the Sīla concept bear our wholesome activities. Wholesome activities. In that sense, we call Sīla. That's the second question. The third question is Idani Kanassa Pana Kanassa Lakkana Rasapachupatthana Padattana. This is very important and very hard to understand. Understand the very unique method. Lakkana Rasapachupatthana Padattana. I think you may have learned before that interpretation. This interpretation can be seen many commentaries. It's the method of define the ultimate factors or paramattas. Venerable Buddha goes take that method to elaborate Sīla as well. Anassa lakkana rasa pachupattana padattani. Padattanan. Padattanan. This is how the virtues or Sīla lakkana. Lakkana means what are its characteristic. Lakkana. The unique characteristic, unique feature of Sīla. What is the unique feature of Sīla? Lakkana. And Lakkana rasa. Rasa means not a taste. Most of context we can come across this word rasa as taste. But here in this context, rasa not mean as taste, but functions. Function. What is the function of Sīla? And Lakkana rasa pachupattana. Pachupattana is how does it feel to mind? Sīla, that factor, that quality, how does it feel to your mind? Pachupattana. And lastly, padattana means the proximate cause, nearest cause to arise, that quality, that seed. Let me move on to the elaboration. Sīlanang lakkanang tassa vinnassapi anekada sanidassanatthang rupassa yatha vinnassanekada. Yes, before going to start the all those characters, all those factors, I would like to take another example from out of this context. How to define, how to identify the Lakkana Rasa Pachupattana is. For example, can you suggest, can you take fire? Fire also have Lakkana, Rasa, Pachupattana and Padatta. How to equalize? How to equalize all those four factors with fire? Lakkana means its own characteristic. What the characteristic or feature of fire? Main characteristic of fire is hot. hotness. That is the main characteristic. If you touch the fire, if you uh, go near to the fire, how to feel it? It's I can we can understand it's completely hot. That is the lakkhana of fire, characteristic of fire. And rasa means not a taste, but a function. What the functions of fire? Burning something, boiling something. That's the function. That's the action that can be taken from fire. Rasa. Rasa is the function. When it comes to the fire, it's burning something. That's the rasa or function. And patthana means how does it feel to your mind? You can feel fire is not good for, uh, sometimes fire is not good for us, as well as every person, every human being, and not human being, but also every living beings know like to uh, close to fire, huh? Close to fire because of what? It's burning. It's burning. Whatever we uh, put on the fire, it's burning. Hmm? So we don't like to uh, keep close to the fire. Now, how does it feel to you? You can feel it's boiling, it's hot. It's automatically that emotion come to your mind. That is the pachupattana. Pachupattana. Padattana means proximate cause. How does make fire without fuel, without wood? We cannot make fire. Then you can understand fire. The approximate cause for the fire is fuel, fuel or wood, wood. That is the padattan and proximate cause. Likewise, Sīla also has all those four factors. Here, Venerable Buddha also mentioned those things. Sīlanang lakkanang tassa binnasapi anekada. Sanidassanatang rupassa yatha binnas sanekada. Mm. Venerable Buddha goes explain that lakkana of Sīla by taking another example. Rupa. Rupa is the simile here. Sanidassanatang rupassa yatha binnas. When we uh, divided any kind of rupa, the visibility is never cannot be avoided. Visibility cannot be avoid. So likewise, in Sīla, there is a specific its own characteristic, that is the Sīlana. Sīlana means I have explained above explanation above paragraph. Sīlana means kind of coolness. Coolness. That is the lakkhana. Binnasapi anekada anidassanatthang rupassa yatha binnas anekada. Whatever rupa we divided into several groups, visibility cannot be avoided. Likewise, although in Sīla there are so many classification, the character of coolness cannot be avoided. Cannot be avoided. Yata hi Nīla pīta lohita bedena anekada binnassapi rupassa sanidassanatthang lakkanat. Yatahi nīla pītādi bedena අනේකදා බින්නස්සාපි රූපායතනස්ස සනිදස්සනත්තං ලක්ඛණ නීලාදි ભેදේන බින්නස්සාපි සනිදස්සන භාව අනතික්කමනතෝ තථා සීලස්ස චේතනාදි ભેදේන චේතනාදි ભેදේන අනේකදා බින්නස්සාපි යදේතං කාය කම්මාදීනං සමාදාන වශයෙන් කුසලානංච ධම්මානං පතිත්තාන වශයෙන් බුත්තං සීලනං තදේව ලක්ඛණං චේතනාදි ભેදේන වින්නස්සාපි සමාදාන පතිත්තාන භාවන අතික්කමනතෝ. Yes, now you can understand what the lakkana is in sila. Lakkana is සීලන ලක්ෂණ. සීලන ලක්ෂණ. This paragraph mention Neela Pita. Neela means blue, Pita means yellow. Every and each rupa, whatever rupa, it has a kind of color or visibility, visible. We cannot avoid that color. Although divided several pieces, we cannot avoid that color. Likewise, Sila has its own character that is called Sila. Sila. And Lakkanassa Panassa, Dussila Vidwangsanata, Anavajja Gunotata, Itcha Sampatti Attena, Raso Nama Pauchati. Please take the overall idea of this Gatha. Dussila Vidwangsanata, second factor. The Venerable Buddha was started to explain second factor. Dussila Vidwangsanata, Anavajja Gunotata. Itcha Sampatti Attena, Raso Nama. Rasa means the function. What the function of Sila? While you are practicing Sila, knowingly, automatically abandon Dussila. Our rowdiness, our bad deeds, our aversion, our ill will automatically can be removed. Dussila Vidwangsanata. It will overcome our Dussilata, bad action, and Anavajja Gunotata, Kitcha Sampattiyattena Rasonama Pauchati. That is the function. The main function of the Sila is to avoid our bad karma, bad action, bad behavior, bad behavior. Sila Vidwangsana. That is the rasa of Sila. Tasma idang Sila, Tasma idang Sila nama Kicchattena rasena Dussila Vidwangsana rasam. Dussila Vidwangsana rasam. Sampattiyattena rasena Anavajja rasanti vetaba. Anavajja is another meaning. Anavajja means not having. Vajja means the doing bad. Anavajja means non-doing any kind of bad things. It's also function. Anavajja rasa. Anavajja rasa and Dussila Vidwangsana rasa. Those are both are the function of Sila. And Lakkanadisu Kitchameva Sampatti va Rasoti Vuchati. Rasoti Vuchati. And that is the rasa and function. And third one is Sochaya Pachu Pattanam Taidantassa Vinyuhi Uttapancha Hirincheva Padattananti Vanmita. Sochaya Pachu Pattanam Taidantassa Vinyuhi. What's the Pachu Pattanam in Sila context? Sochaya Socha is a secondary derivative in grammar. Sochaya. Suchissa bhavang sochaya. Suchi means purity or cleanness. Cleanness. Sochaya means the state of quality of purity. The state of purity, clearness. Sochaya, pachupattana. How pachupattana is how does it feel to your mind? Pachupattana means how does it feel? While you are practicing Sīla, while you are observing Sīla, while you are engaging to protect Sīla, to guard your uh, faculties, then you feel it. I am very mm, pure man. Mm? You feel it. You feel it. I am very pure person. I am not harming others. Any kind of bad action never come out of my body. You can feel it. Sochaya pachupattana. That is the so pachupattana. The way you feel it. How does it feel? That is pachupattana. Taidang tassa vinyuhi. Ottappancha hirincheva padattananti vanna. Last one is ottappancha hirincheva. What is the ottappa and hiri? Both qualities are explained in uh, another Jataka story as well. We only that Jataka story. Please, if you have free time to please read that story. Uh, Jataka story name Devadhamma Jataka. Yes, Devadhamma Jataka. The factors of heavenly factors. Devadhamma factors belongs to the deity. Devadhamma Jataka. Here in that Jataka, there are mentioned two kind of qualities we have to practice. First quality is ottappa. Ottappa means moral fear. No? And second one is hiri. Hiri means moral shame. Without fear, without moral fear and without moral shame, we does not practice the Sīla. The approximate cause of Sīla is ottappa and hiri. Approximate cause. Nearest cause, nearest reason to practice. Without those both qualities, we never observe the sin. Never, never, ever. We have that quality. Every monks and lay people, devotees, uh, have that quality. In this world, so many people they don't have those qualities. That's why he they are living as animal, as animal. Animal animals don't have ottappa and hiri, but humanity or human beings, they must have, or whether you don't have, you must practice, you must develop. Ottappa and hiri is needed to practice the Sīla. Practice the Sīla. That is the proximate cause, nearest cause to practice the Sīla. Like uh, when you want to make the fire, fuel is proximate cause. Proximate cause. Likewise, ottappa and hiri, moral shame and moral fear is needed as proximate cause. Oops, the Sīla. The last one. Lakkana, Rasa, Pachupattana, and Padattana. Then Thaidang Sīlang, Thaidang Tanghidang Sīlang, Kaya Sochayang, Vachi sochayyam mano sochayyanti iti vutta sochayya pachupattanam suchi bhavenahi pachupattanandi gahana bhavang gacchati. Hirottappancha panassa vinyuhi padattananti vandita. Asanna karananti atto. Hirottappehi sati sīlaṃ uppajjati chevati peticha asati neva uppajjati nacha tittati. Evaṃ sīlassa lakkana pachupattāna padattānāni vedi tabbāni. Then finally here mentioned kaya sochayyam, vachi sochayyam, mano sochayyam. Kaya sochayya means the purity of uh, body. Vachi sochayya, body the action. Vachi sochayya means purity of verbal action. Mano sochayya means purity of mental action. Utta sochayya pachupattananti Uchibhaveni pachupattananda gahana bhavam gacchati. Hirottappam, hiri and nottappa panasa tassa vinyuhi padattananti vandita. Padattani is hiri and nottappa as well as asanna karananti vedita. Asanna karananti attu. Asanna means nearest. Nearest factor or proximate uh, reason, cause to appear the Sīla. Hirottappe sati Sīlaṃ uppajjati cheva tittati cha. Yeah. When the normal shame, noble shame or noble fear uh, exist in your mind, virtue automatically arise and persists. Uppajjati cha tittati cha. And asati neva uppajjati nacha tittati. When the moral shame and moral fear, uh, they are not exist in your mind. Sila is neither arise nor persist. Neva uppajjati nacha tittati. That is the last meaning of padattana. Evaṃ sīlassa lakkana pachupattāna padattānāni vedi tabbā. So far, you can understand what the lakkana rasa pachupattāna, the definition of sīla. That is the third question. We have discussed up to uh, 3 questions out of the 7. Skin sīla, kenattena sīla, and Anassa Lakkana Rasapachupatthana Padattanani. Only 3 questions in Sīla, Kenattena Sīla, and Anassa Lakkana Rasapachupatthana. Only 3 questions we could elaborate today. I think time is limited. Time is not you need to explain much more and to discuss another question. So I would like to stop here and whatever question arise in your mind belong to in this discussion, please ask me without any hesitation. Okay.
Sadhu, 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 Bhante. What a wonderful discourse today. And going line by line, we are grateful, Bhante. We're not going to see this opportunity to learn Visuddhimagga in this way. So thank you again. Today we have completed the 3 questions Bhante said that came from Sīla Sarupadi Katha. And next week onwards, we will continue with our remaining 4 questions. And the section would be Sīla Nisansa Katha onwards. So that's what we will be doing here. The forum is open for question and answer. If you have any question for Bhante, please raise your hand or unmute yourself. And please go ahead with your question. Bhante, while others are thinking, can I ask a question, Bhante?
Yes,
So
sure.
to find the proximate cause for a Sīla, are we trying to find the proximate cause of Hiri Otappa from Abhidhamma side of you, Bhante? Like what would be the proximate cause for Hiri and Otappa? And that's how we are trying to see this would be the proximate cause for Sīla.
Sorry, come it again.
So to find out the proximate cause for Sīla,
Mm-hmm.
we are saying the proximate cause for Sīla is Hiri and Otappa. Hiri Otappa, is that the proximate cause, Bhante?
Yeah,
And then how did
and
we reach to that conclusion, Bhante? Hiri and Otappa
uh,
are Chetasika, but are we trying to find out how the Hiri and Otappa are um, the proximate cause for those? How are we coming up to that conclusion, Bhante? How are we saying?
yeah, yes. You mean uh, actually Hiri and Nottappa is doesn't uh, engage in animals. So as a human being, um, it's a in Abhidhamma, it's a mental concomitance. Okay, you know about that. And you mean how to develop, no? How to arise Hiriyan Nottappa before practice the Sīla.
Yes,
Huh?
Bhante.
Yeah. Uh, actually, uh, Hiri and Ottappa. It's a we. It's a kind of let's say how to say it. Mm, uh, uh, please remember, Sīla. Although here mentioned the Sīla is first, without panya or without moral behavior, uh, we cannot establish on Sīla. That's why here mentioned uh, sapanyonaru, sapanyonaru. We must have somewhat panya, somewhat panya. Without panya, we cannot develop the another things, another stage of Sīla Samadhi Panya. Panya is we thought Panya is the final one. Panya is the final one. So uh, after developing Sīla, after developing concentration, then the Panya appear. It is not the way, but Panya must exist somewhat in our life. So Hiri and Ottappa also, as a human being, we appear in our mind. So it's the understand. Without understanding the nature and without understanding harming others is not good. uh, those emotions we never practice the zeal. So uh, that is the reason. Uh,
Yes, Bhante,
if
understood, Bhante. Yeah. Thank you very much, Bhante. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Any other questions? Please unmute yourself. Go ahead with your question.
Hello.
Yes, please go ahead. Yeah.
Bhante, hello, Savita here. Thank you so
hmm,
much for great teaching, Bhante. I just wanted to, if you could please explain again the Avitika Kamma and its kind.
Avitikam.
Yes, Bhante, if you could tell me the meaning and its kind again, I missed that.
Avitikkamo Silanti here.
Yes, Bhante.
Yes, Avitikkamo Silanti. සමාදින්න සීලස්ස කායවාචසිකෝ අනතික්කමෝ ඉදං තාව තින් සීලන්ති පඤ්හකම්. Avitikkama means actually if you have any kind of bad thoughts, they are existing in our mind, it is not visible to others. For example, uh, please take this time, if you have ill will, if you have anger in your mind, can we see anyone
No, we
in your
can't see.
mind? We can't see, no. But
Right.
after with the anger, you taking the stick and hit someone, then
That's
he
visible.
can understand by the anger emotion you do kind of thing. Huh? Avitikkamo sila means whatever sila you observe, please control your mind not to not to uh, not to show out of your body. Huh? It's a control not to beyond, go beyond, control not go to beyond. That is the avitikkama. You restrain your mind not to show uh, to the others, to the atmosphere, to the society. Huh? Samadhinna silassa kaya vachasiko anatikkamo idang tava king silanti panyasa visaya kaya vachasiko anatikkamo. That's the what the meaning of avitikkama. Can you understand? Is that clear for you?
Yes, Bhante. Yes, Bhante. So the Satta Kama Patthana Chetana, what you have explained, like the three bodily actions and the four verbal actions, we have to restrain those under Avitika Kama, like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Bhante.
Okay, welcome.
Bhante, one more question. I was reading, I have Visuddhimagga for my studies. So we have, we wanted to find out the, kinds of dasabala that I got it. I was looking for the kinds available somewhere in Desana Pali of Chatu Vesaraja. If you could
Yeah.
tell me where it is available.
Yeah. In Sihanada Sutta in Digha Nikaya, as I remember in Digha Nikaya,
Huh.
Sihanada Sutta name was Sihanada.
Sinhala Sutta, but Bhante, it's given in very detailed explanation. Like the kinds are not like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like the bullet points are not given. Uh,
That is the reason, no?
because I was looking for I got for Dasabala, but for Chatu Vesaraja I couldn't get it anywhere. So
Yes.
I mean
Can you
I
text me? Can
okay.
you via email? I'll give you the
No,
uh,
no problem. No
link
problem.
link to search.
Link to search.
Yes, I'll give you the text. The Rasabalanya.
Dasabala I got
Uh,
Bhante.
only on Chatuve Sarajya, no?
That I'm not getting it yet. Yes, Bhante. Dasabala I got it in Vimati Vinodini Tika Mahakhandako under Bimbisara Samagama Katha Vandana. Here I get the list. But the Chatu Vesaraj, those that I'm not getting it. I was looking for. If you could help.
Yes, sure.
Okay,
Please
Bhante.
wait.
Thank you. Yeah.
It is best you can you can drop a message for this email, and I'll give you the sutta, the place where the Tattvesarajya appear in the Pali canon. Can you?
Okay, okay. I'll do that, Bhante.
Okay, sure. I dropped my email address here in the chat
I
box.
get that. I get that. I get that.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bhante. Any other questions we have for Bhante? Please go ahead. Unmute yourself. I will go quickly check, Bhante, if we have any questions online. I do not see any question online either, Bhante. So if we don't have any questions in the participant list here, Bhante, I request you to please do the Punyanumodana before we take the session
Yes.
towards conclusion today, Bhante.
Okay. Okay, this is time to conclude our session. Before going to conclude our session, I would like to transfer the acquired merits to God and departed one. May they have healthy, prosperous, and long life with the power of our acquired merits. And may they attain Nibbana. आकाशट्ठा च बुम्मट्ठा देवानागा महित्तिका पुण्यन्तं अनुमोदित्वा चिरं रक्षन्तु लोकशासनम् आकाशट्ठा च बुम्मट्ठा देवानागा महित्तिका पुण्यन्तं अनुमोदित्वा चिरं रक्षन्तु देशनम् आकाशट्ठा च बुम्मट्ठा देवानागा महित्तिका Nyantang anumoditva kirang rakhantu tvang sada Dhammi nyati nang hotu sukita huntu natayo Dhammi nyati nang hotu sukita huntu natayo Dhammi nyati nang hotu sukita huntu natayo Imina punya kammena mami bala samagamo Satang samagamo hotu yavanubana patya Idammi punya kammang asavakya vahang hotu Sabda dukkha pamanchatu Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, 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 Bhante. Much gratitude to you, Bhante. Much merits to you for giving us the Dhammadesana. We have concluded our today's session with Bhante Damithasara. And we have taken Sīla Sarupadi Katha section from Sīla Niddesa. And next week we will start with Sīla Nisansa Katha onwards. So with that, I wanted to thank Bhante one more time for his great gratitude to you, Bhante, for sharing the Dhamma with us, sharing the knowledge with us with the Visuddhimagga, trying to go line by line and help us understand the path of purification. With that, Bhante, I wanted to express my gratitude on behalf of all the participants and seek for your permission to end today's session here, Bhante.
Sure. Thank you very much. May the triple name bless all of you.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. We'll see you again next week. Do join us. Namo Buddhassa.